Sorry, just 2 seconds. All right, so we're talking with Dana Perls of the Friends of the Earth. So can you just say really quickly what you were talking about in terms of what happens when you ask these sort of synthetic biology companies about the potential impacts of their products and information about that?
At the very bottom of all of it, you can't get the information you're looking for. If you were to ask a company, is this synthetic biology? Because I'm from a civil society group, the answer is no. If you were to ask, if I were an investor, the answer would be yes. If I were to then say, well, what exactly is the technology that you're using, regardless of whether you're going to call it synthetic biology or not, the answer is this is proprietary information. This is private company information. And so we can't get at what the technology is. And everything that comes out of that is in terms of what are the risk assessments, what is the monitoring, evaluation, what are the impacts. None of that we can't know any of that without knowing first what exactly is being done. And so there's a lot of rules, and in different countries, everything is very specific as to what countries or what companies have to say and what they don't have to say. And for the most part, they don't have to say very much at all.
Okay, so what kind of information is available?
So in general, you can find out if it's genetically modified. Maybe in most cases. They'll say yes, it's genetically modified or not. In a couple of cases, they won't even say whether it's genetically modified. In the case of Incapso's fracking fluid, we're not even clear right now as to whether it's genetically modified. You can find out mostly where it's being used. You can find out what the company thinks the benefits are.
So what makes it possible for these companies to keep this research under wraps, to keep all this information that would be important for evaluating the safety of these products out of public hands?
I think there's a lot of protections for corporations. There's a lot of protections and laws that give companies the rights to not share the information on which their whole profit is based. If they have to share the technology that they're using, then any other company can perhaps start to use that technology, taking away their profit. So I think that these regulations and laws that protect the rights of companies is very profit-driven.
Okay. So what do they tell you in particular? Like, what justification do they give you when you ask them for this sort of information?
They don't give me much justification at all, except for their one line about this is proprietary information. This is information that's the private property of our company, and we're not at liberation to share that information right now.
So what kinds of changes do you think need to happen for that?
I think that in order to be able to use any sort of new technology like genetic modification or synthetic biology, there needs to be a requirement that you have to say what the technology is that you're using, and not just say what it's called, but actually share what it is you're doing. And that technology needs to be shared, if not with the public at large, then definitely with government agencies that are at liberty to have oversight. I think so. Not only does there need to be transparency about what exactly is being used, but we also need to be able to demand that there are independent, peer-reviewed scientific assessments which are addressing those technologies that are being used by the companies. And so without knowing what the technologies are and without knowing what the scientific assessments are saying, we can't go very far, and we're left blindly trying out these new biotechnology experiments where we're the guinea pigs.
Great. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.